Hey everybody, thank you for joining us on episode 2 of The Hot Seat with me, Brian Harmon, owner and operator of the Craft Emporium located at Rainbow Row on West Chillicothe Avenue in Bellefontaine, Ohio. Today I am joined by owner of 738 Apparel. You've probably seen his t-shirt mobile truck around the county, maybe even around the state. But today's guest is none other than Matt Overholt. Matt, thank you so much for being a guest on the Hot Seat.
Thank you for having me.
Are you ready?
I'm good, dude. Let's do it.
You like it all, right? You like the hot stuff, you like the beer, you like conversation.
Yep.
This was made for you.
So this is my shit.
Usually I would ask, are you okay with hot stuff? But we've established that you're the hot sauce guy. So how long has that been your jam? And do you do it all the time? Like, is that all you eat?
We used to do, and this was my first apartment, so 2000. We used to do is when Jackass was on, and we would do Lame Ass Saturday. Okay, and that was, my buddy had a camcorder, and it's not like these. I mean, it was like a job.
Yeah.
And we did dumb challenges, whatever. And I found the footage, found an old VCR, put it in, and on that video, it's me. It's always me for some reason. It was when I smoked, and there was like, you got a free bottle of hot sauce with a pack of cigarettes, or I don't know what the thing was. And it's me just drinking a bottle of hot sauce, just for no reason, because why not?
So we're going to have you drink all of the hot sauces tonight.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
hell with the chicken.
Honestly, I feel like I should dab all of my, to level the playing field.
The cool thing about the hot seat is there's very few rules. You chose boneless chicken tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Fitz set the world on fire with his technique and all that. That's all I heard about.
I can't follow that.
I don't blame you.
So I'm just down to hatch a chicken.
Try being me.
Yeah. You gotta.
Yeah. Anyway, he made me look bad.
I don't like working for my food. I know it's like a weird thing, and I'm that guy, and I get it. I also get a bowl when I go to Chipotle, like I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I don't care. I just want to eat. Mm-hmm. And a wing to do that, and then I don't know, man.
We went top shelf with the boneless tonight. Boneless wings tonight provided by Chef House, located at 1332 South Main Street in Bellefontaine. If you haven't been to Chef House yet, I implore you to go down and check it out. Will does an incredible job. It's kind of fast food, but it's like home cooking. I'm going to eat this tonight. It'll be the second time that I've eaten Chef House today, embarrassingly enough. I got a fish sandwich from there today. It was amazing. But please go down and check him out. They're doing an incredible job. And we're going to get into these boneless wings.
Let's do it.
All right, number 1. Now this is just a standard Urbane Farm wing sauce.
Far out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, good medium flavor. Now most would know you from 738 Apparel. You're the mobile t-shirt guy. There's a lot of places to get t-shirts, but you're the guy with the truck, the van. How long have you been in the screen printing business?
Screen printing since 2012, right? So 11 years, which started off as a hobby, just kind of, I had worked at my same high school job until I was 30.
What was that?
Northern Floral. Loved it. Lovely place to work. Knew that wasn't my forever path, so I saved up some money so I could take the summer off of 2012, figure out what it was that I wanted to do. My bills were paid, I did the whole thing. I've always been good with money, so I did that, got married that summer. But bought a little startup, like a screen printing startup kit. Me and my buddy Devo went halves on it. Quickly realized it was more of my jam than his jam. I paid him for his half. Started just printing random little stuff for me and my friends and whatever, and then it slowly just became. I had an Etsy shop, and then there was a woman that owned a shop that in Tuttle Mall, I think, and she contacted me. She liked a specific design of mine, and then I found a print shop in Hilliard. I worked there for a couple of years, and then I came to Bell Fountain, printed for JC Sports for a couple of years, and then by that time, what I was doing at home, it was obvious something had to give. Now I do this for 5 or 6 years, I think.
So 738.
738 has been my bread and butter for probably 5 years, 6 years. I love it.
That's awesome.
I know. Thank you.
Number 2. Hell yeah, I'm hot.
Yeah. That's good.
That one's tasty for sure. What gave you the idea of the mobile concept?
In printing, I started doing shows and, setting up a table and selling shirts at events. And I met other makers at these things, and one of them was a guy named Lot Carter out of Marysville. He has a company called Ohio Dynasty. Lot got a truck and would sell his wares, sell his shirts out of this truck. Looked like a food truck. You walk in and there's shirts. He
Sell anything out of the truck.
Literally. He wanted to go to Brew Fountain and set up there and sell beer. Anywhere that sells beer, that's the place to park. Yeah. So he asked if I wanted to come along, and he gave me a rack to set my stuff up, which was really nice. And I just was like, dude, this is genius. Even doing shows, it was always, I print my own stuff. That was the unique thing about me. Not just my products and my designs or whatever, but it was that I was doing the printing. So it was like, how do I show that? How do I kind of take that and show people? That's where it began, was at Brew Fountain with Lot Carter. And I love that thing. That thing is my baby.
Number 3.
Let's do it. Dang, it's a big boy.
You got all of the big wings tonight.
Mhm.
By design, you got all of the big pieces.
What the hell's that all about? All right.
So,
That's this? I've not had this. Well, any of them might.
it's really tasty.
Mm-hmm.
So with the mobile concept, I mean, obviously you work out of your garage, and then you have the truck. Like, what's the breakdown on how much business would you say are the standard in your garage business, and then how much comes from actual production in the truck?
Well, a truck is seasonal, obviously. It's funny. So printing was sort of my side thing, and then it became my main thing, and now I have the truck as my side thing, and it's printing. But it's more the printing in the shop. It was always my stuff. It started with my designs, and then it was stores, and I ended up getting in a bunch of stores all over the state and some in other states. And then slowly I started to incorporate contract work, like the shirt you're wearing, or Brew Fountain, or whoever it is. And so it was always my stuff, and then I started to do that, and then it's sort of done this, and most of what I'm printing is contract work for other people.
Yeah. So your shirt, I don't know if you realize this or not, this shirt, the OG, that was the first thing I ever put the logo on. The logo was in concept, it was on, a JPEG file, whatever. This was the first thing. I use this completely as marketing. I bought a bunch of shirts from you, and then I handed them all out.
Oh, yeah, because as I'm one to do, I messed up the order and gave you too many shirts.
Well, I still gave them all away. But since then, of course, your shirts have been a staple in the shop. And So you've been along a
Here,
part of this
thank you
ride
very much for
from the
having me.
beginning. Yeah, absolutely. All right, next one. We're only to 4. So, and this one, this is a new one. We didn't do this last show, so I'm anxious to try this one too. I really like that one.
Yeah.
All of these sauces, of course, available at the Craft Emporium with a kiosk that's set up by Urbane Farm. Find all the sauces that we're trying out tonight. Thank you, Eric Brown and Urbane Farm. All right, number 5. Is it this one?
Yep.
Yeah. Pink Peppercorn Gin from Heatnest.
Oh, that's from Heatness. Uh-huh. Oh, wow.
Chicken is delicious, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Cucumber, that's what it is. All right.
And the heat's turning up.
Yeah.
So, your truck is a staple at the Logan County Farmers Market. Lucky for me, it's conveniently located
Yeah, you got the
in the
spot.
parking lot behind the Craft Emporium. So I am no stranger on those, warm Saturday mornings. I'll throw a couple shout outs. The girls from Rise Bakehouse, Carly and Hannah, will tell you that I'm there every Saturday to pick up stuff in the morning. On those days, Tori, Wild Oats, awesome, gluten-free. If you have a gluten-free person in your house, she does great. They're all great customers. I think the money that I give them in the morning ends up coming back in and gives to me. So we got a great relationship there. So shout out to those places too. But you are famously sat up at the end of the farmer's market with the big truck. How did that relationship start? When did your support of the farmer's market? Tell me about how that's grown, or you've seen it grown over the past, several years.
I've been a fan of the farmer's market for years. I set up pre-truck a couple times. Sell it, just a traditional tent
with the tent.
table. I work with them every
Merch.
year. We do a design, we try to redo the logo every year, different piece of produce. And then I'll just set up first Saturday of each month. I'm at the end of the line with my truck. I'll have the logo every week. I have the logo, and then the other 3 are generally just farmers market, kind of random, whatever I come up with that week or something else.
And that runs May through
So
October?
that's May through like the first week of October maybe is the last one.
Yeah.
But that's the best. I mean, it's you got the spot, but it's like
It's amazing. I created my Saturday hours based around farmers market.
it's always in good hands.
Yeah.
And it's like we're all supporting each other,
Yes.
right? That's like the whole thing. The
perfect.
farmers market is like the OG local
Absolutely.
thing.
Absolutely.
I don't want to say this isn't a trend, but it's like if it is, they started
It's
it.
become a priority recently, though, I think. People started caring more about what they were putting in their bodies. They wanted good, but they also wanted local. They wanted reasonable. They wanted to support small and all that stuff. But they cared about what they put in their bodies. And, I don't think that's a fad as much as it's a shift.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a shift in mindset. We realized that food companies are really just megalith drug companies. In a
They
way.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the home stretch here, number 6.
All right. Yeah, what the hell? Dude, look at this. Come on, man. Okay.
I can't pronounce this. Tamapulika.
Good job.
So look for that one. Sweet tamarind and smoky chili. About halfway home, and it's got some heat to it. Farmers market, we talked about that trend, that priority. I think there's synergies between the farmers market trend and craft beer trend.
Oh, yeah.
Even if they're not the same people necessarily, they share the same values. They care about where the stuff comes from. They care about fresh ingredients and buying local. And that has what has driven the craft beer industry over the past 20 years too. So along that line, where did craft beer enter into your busy dynamic?
I was a Newcastle Brown Ale.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
that was...
Yeah. Great beer.
That's what did it.
Yeah.
It was always darker beers. For whatever reason, I'm now more of an IPA guy, but it was like...
What beer did you choose tonight?
I mean,
Yeah.
come on, man. Yellow Spring Boat Show.
Number one selling beer at the
Really?
Craft Emporium this year. I sold, I'm new, small, but I sold 45 cases of Boat Show since March. Yeah, flies out of here. It's the beer. I don't want to steal your thunder. That's the beer that made me start liking IPAs.
Really?
Yeah. I did not like IPAs.
You didn't like it?
Didn't. Some buddies and I went down to Yellow Springs. I'm drinking Creative Space, by the way, which is a hazy IPA, one of their core brands. But we went down to Yellow Springs, some buddies and I. Guy got a flight. He drank everything around the IPA. And I said, "What do you got left?" He said, "I left this IPA." I said, "Well, how with it, I'll drink it, right?" I drank it. It was like, wow, this is actually really good. And the rest is history. A beer's so good, you end up starting your own craft beer store someday.
Hey.
So
And that was like a gift, right? I mean,
yeah.
don't they kind of hold that one precious?
Yeah. Fitz
Mm-hmm.
made a call. We had the boat show happening at Indian Lake in March, and he called his guy and said, "Hey, what about getting some boat show for the boat show?" Guy says, "Great idea. We're going to expand our distribution a little bit this year. Let's get some going." And I have been ordering every single month since March. Yeah, it's been kick-ass. It's been awesome.
Yeah. Newcastle.
Yeah.
Then it was Chatnock had Stone Smoked Porter.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was like everything. I couldn't get enough.
That's fantastic.
And then it sort of evolved.
All right.
I should.
What we got? Number 7. 7 looks angry.
Who is this? Okay.
This is that guy.
Looks like. If you eat with your eyes first, which is what they say, that
Yeah.
label is telling you something.
It says it's very, very, very hot. There's 3 berries. They're right. It's starting to get that one.
Mm-hmm.
That one turns it up a little bit. So one thing, since we started working together, became buds. Your love of Pearl Jam.
Oh boy. Yep.
You say Pearl Jam is your jam. That's real.
That's real.
Talk me through that love.
That is kind of.
Gotcha.
That.
Got him.
Gotti! Pearl Jam released their debut album 10 when I was in the 5th grade. I dug Alive or whatever it was on the radio. There was a store called Sundad's in Bell Fountain.
I recall.
I would go there. And I remember going there. I wanted the House of Pain shirt. They didn't have my size, but they had the Pearl Jam stick figure. There. I'll get that. I like that one song. So then I wore that to school. My buddy Josh had 10 on cassette because I'm an old man. He was like, "I'll tape that for you." He taped it, and it was just done. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. There's certain things that you can't explain. Music is a big one of those. Like, why is this one hit you?
Yeah.
Like this one doesn't,
Right.
or whatever it is.
Right.
They did it. And I've seen them a billion times. I traveled they're from Seattle. I saw them in Seattle in 2018, a couple shows. I've seen them in far east as Baltimore. So
Coast to coast.
coast to coast. Chicago a lot. Eddie's a
So you
Chicago
said
guy.
you've seen them a billion times. How many do you think you've really seen?
I really, so people may not know.
This one's eating me up.
Yeah, it's a good one. Pearl Jam fans travel. I saw them in Chicago a month or two ago, a couple times, and I was in line for merch, and a woman from Argentina was in front of me, and we sparked up a conversation. And the guy from, it's people travel.
Yeah.
They got fans.
Yeah.
And everybody knows their number. This is my
Yep.
57 show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know how to look it up.
So Seattle's the furthest you've gone.
Seattle, I wanted to see them in their hometown,
Yeah.
and I checked that. It was at where the Mariners play. So it was a big baseball.
Yeah.
It was
Safe
huge.
Safeco Field.
And they had two shows. We had GA Pitt for the first one, so we were really close. And then the second one, we had seats, but they were basically, they set up a stage in the outfield, GA, and then seats took up the rest of the field, and then obviously all the seats. So we were in second row seats, and one of the guys in the band, his daughter and her husband were in front of us. The guy from Mudhoney was beside us. Like even in the seat. So I'm a spoiled.
Yeah.
To go back to that, like I've been in a fan club since the first album, so I have seniority. So when I see them,
You
they do.
You get your
love
pick
it.
of seats. and all
I
that
get good spots. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm spoiled. But
Well, divas are all I invite to the show, so it seems fitting a little bit.
That's me.
All right, let's get to number 8. I can't save you from the pain that's about to hit.
This is a classic. It's not classic. That's hot. The whole concept of classic is like
Yeah,
over here.
yeah, we made that mistake.
Put it on the diner,
It has pepper X in it. So, I don't know in whose world that's a classic.
Yeah.
I suppose Heatonist. But it is, it's fire hot.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Pepper X packs a
Yes.
packs a punch.
For sure. Tattoos clearly are a meaningful form of expression for you. Talk me through from how many tattoos do you have? Let's start.
No clue. I'm not really good with money.
You're not a good numbers guy. I take
No.
a billion concerts and no idea how many tattoos.
Mhm.
That's fine.
But let me think of my first tattoo. I have two brothers, a younger brother and an older brother. We all got our last name. The crappy thing, is that it's a tramp stamp. This was before tramp stamps were a thing. I couldn't have predicted the future, so we all get our names tattooed on our lower backs because I'm a symmetry person, and it's symmetrical. It's the middle of your body, and it's like, I don't know how someone just has like a tattoo on one arm. Like I would feel like that arm would just like feel heavier. I don't know why. So I'm like, well, we all did it. And then tramp stamps are a thing, and I'm like, well, what? I couldn't have. Whatever.
I
That's a
am
whole other
so
thing.
glad I asked that question.
I'm not, because now everybody knows I have a tramp stamp. But then it just became. Then it was just like
So did you get your name put back?
Overholt. We all have Overholt in different fonts. And then I got a stomach. Like it's always. I've always been a symmetrical person. I know. And then I gained like 50 pounds, and that got, I paid for this price and ended up getting bigger. But yeah, and then it's just kind of became a thing. And,
So is that the most regrettable?
oh God, come on now. I have, nah, I've got a few.
All right. Well, let's go to this one, and then we'll talk about the one you hate the most.
Well, I mean, you know, they are hot. Like I can do hot stuff, and these are hot.
Yeah, man. I'm crying. Most regrettable tattoo. Where's it land?
So there's one, I wouldn't say I regret it. I have a tramp stamp. I mean, you gotta, you know, if there's regrettable, I started at the actually there's one where I worked with a guy at Vicarios years ago, and he and I decided, everybody, if you have one tattoo, you have a tattoo you regret, right? That's like always, oh, I wish I... So we were like, let's out-dumb each other, which is, I don't recommend. So we were like, let's try and see who can get the dumbest tattoo. And he went first. And his is like this rib piece. And there's a reference to me on this tattoo. So not only did he get a dumb tattoo, but it was like referencing a guy that he works with. So then I decided to get his face tattooed on my body. So I think it's on this side. That's him. That's his face.
Can we get a picture of that?
Yeah, I have a few.
What's that dude?
Also, happens to be my wife's ex-boyfriend. So I have my wife's ex-boyfriend's face tattooed on my body. Whole separate thing. So,
This is the greatest moment in television history.
but I don't regret that because, you know, I think I won, so I can't regret it.
Well, that's a fact.
I got his face tattooed.
Yeah, I mean that's undeniable.
His name is Corey, by the way. Corey
Okay.
Covington.
All right.
Coolest dude ever.
Well, and he lives on.
And he lives on forever. And every
Yeah.
time I see his mom, can I see my son? I'm dead serious.
Oh,
Because he moved. I think he moved away, so she like literally doesn't see him too much.
so she kind of is able
Comes to me to see her-
connect
her
with
boy
him
Corey.
through your body art, which I don't think anybody can else tell that story. I mean, that's
No, it's I forgot about that, to be honest.
oh, that's
That's hot, bud.
yeah, that that one was really hot, and you're going back for it.
Oh yeah, but
Pucker
that's
butt,
hot.
extra mean green, and it is hot seat worthy.
That's extra mean.
All right.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
We've reached that moment. As a tradition on hot ones, and now a tradition on
Oh shit!
the hot seat.
I forgot to tell you that I dressed up as Sean Evans for Halloween
Really?
a couple of years ago.
Just 2 years ago.
2018, 2019. I'm that guy.
Where was that party?
This was, I don't remember. I was rude at. I met her when I worked at Vicarious as well. But I had no hat because Sean Evans doesn't wear a hat. I didn't have glasses because Sean Evans doesn't wear glasses. So I felt naked without my hat.
Yeah.
I felt blind
Yeah.
without my glasses. I didn't know a
That's
whole lot of people.
That might be the last dab right there.
And
Anyway, yes,
yeah, it was fun. It was good.
Did other people know?
Nobody
who you
knew
were?
that. No, nobody knew who I was, Matt. No one knew who Sean Evans was.
Yeah. Well,
But you know what? Whatever, dude.
I bet Sean Evans doesn't have his kick-ass tattoo.
He
All
didn't have
right.
his
Last dab, bro.
girlfriend's ex-boyfriend tattoo.
All right.
Oh God. Yeah.
So here we are. We've reached that moment.
Mm-hmm.
How's it feel?
It's hot, bud.
Yeah. It's super hot. The tears in my eyes.
Dude.
Tears in my eyes.
Yeah. All right. I've even had that before. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's brutal. Watch the
Woo!
eyes.
Woo!
Watch the eyes.
Yeah. All right.
All right. That camera, that camera, that camera. Tell the viewers what's next for Matt Overholt. What
Oh.
you got going on with 738 Apparel? What's hot?
That's my shit. I have, the holidays are fast approaching, so I've got something, I got a couple things brewing for the website. Always taking on contract work. If you have a business and you need some shirts printed, hit me up. But my God, I don't know. I'll be out. I'll be doing things. Fudge.
Cheers, Ray. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
For
much.
joining
You're
us.
doing a good thing.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll catch you after the holidays.
Woo! That's hot.